Good evening. My name is Lauren Pike, and today I will be sharing an update on the DPA helper for the Alpha 50% project. So to start out with just a little bit of a recap of the problem and solution. My problem that I chose to address for my project is that 4-H families in Henry County, Georgia have a lack of resources to help them create speeches and portfolios for 4-H's District Project Achievement Competition, which is our public speaking competition. Here you see a few statistics and things like that, but in general, really the problem is just that families don't have the resources they need to create these end products. So my solution was to create the DPA Helper, which is an interactive online resource that contains all the tools and materials needed to support families and students creating 4-H portfolios and writing speeches. So I determined that this project would have three main features. The first being a homepage, which would be full of resources and the guidelines and things broken down by different age groups. The second being the speech assistant page, which would allow users to start creating their 4-H speech. And the third being the portfolio builder, which would help users to create their year-long portfolio or 4-H resume, as we call it. So for Alpha 25%, I really focused on the homepage and getting the basic setup of things started. Moving into the Alpha 50% for this week's project, I really had to stop and realize that I was in a little bit over my head. I wasn't at all sure how I was going to create this new speech assistant feature now that I had swapped from a Bootstrap template to a WordPress document. I was far more familiar with my previous plan, but now that I'm working with WordStrap, I really needed to stop and do some research on widgets. So moving forward on some research with my widgets, I truthfully just started typing in WordPress widgets that allow users to enter information. I quickly found that those widgets are actually commonly referred to as customer information widgets or consumer information widgets, because most websites that use these type of widgets are looking for a name, an email, the reason you're reaching out, something like that, so that they can collect information to share back emails or listservs or something like that. So up here you can see a screenshot of the widget I actually chose to go with, which was WP Forms. WP Forms was the widget I chose to go with mainly just because it allowed customizable functionality in the result that the user received. So a lot of the widgets would allow you to input things into the form, but you couldn't customize what the user got back, which was exactly what I needed for this site. So here I'll show an update. Again, for the 50% alpha project, I was really focused here on the speech assistant page. So that's really the only page we're going to see a lot of updates on. You'll see it has been formatted. It looks pretty clear. And here you'll see that WP Forms widget start coming in. So we'll fill it out. My name is Lauren. Filling this out just as if I was a user. Last name Pike. Let's say I am in the 5th grade at Cotton Indian Elementary School. I am in Henry County. My topic is dogs, and I'm going to tell you about brushing dogs, feeding dogs, and housing dogs. So then, and again, I've still got some resources and things down here, but if I click submit, now here's where the WP Forms was so much different than all the other widgets. I was able to customize what the user gets back. So here you'll see I now have a fully written introduction that is customizable to the information I put in. Hello, my name is Lauren Pike, and I'm a 5th grade 4-H'er from Cotton Indian Elementary School in Henry County. Today I will be sharing with you information about dogs. I will be providing information on brushing, feeding, and housing. Again, you can see the body sections now tell them what they should talk about in each section, and then they have an example conclusion down here also tailored to them. Below that, we also have some links and things. The outline example, I've got a spot for it, but I don't have the actual material to link to it yet. It's still something that's a work in progress for this year on a state level. For the Friends book, this is one of the print resources that we have that is available for students. So this gives them just a little bit of material there. And then for our final link here, the example projects, I actually am searching through YouTube and currently looking for some different videos to add to this playlist so that there's more than just two. But for right now, two was a great start. Really, the big problem with creating this aspect of the project is that a lot of the videos are blocked where you can't put them on a public playlist. So I'm currently working to work through those different issues and things. Moving forward into the Alpha 75%, I hope to work on the portfolio builder aspect of my website. Here, again, I've got a basic setup, but I'd like to start working on the widgets and the features and things like that. So overall, I think this project is going really well, and I am excited to see where it continues. Thank you so much.